Hi guys, Bomber here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be seeing the best decks to get 7 wins in the Singleton mode, which recently had gained a bit more popularity because now Singleton counts as a prime glory for the new tournament, the upcoming tournament, to have more chances to qualify for it. So people, in my opinion, got much more interested in this, so that's why I'm covering it with a more competitive approach. Keep in mind that Mobalytics and other stats analysis sites are not so built to support also Singleton stats, so this is probably mostly around my personal opinions and my suggestions about those two decks, which are gonna be covering today. And so yeah, that's it for the introduction. Consider subscribing to have more content like this. I'm a master tier player, doing deck guides and analysis of cards when the new expansion release and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, let's take a look at the decks. So the first one that we are going to see is something like Sejuani Gangplank, basically getting off with Plunder. But yeah, of course, we don't have the same consistency as a Gangplank Sejuani would have. All Singleton decks don't have that same consistency. So yeah, we start off with a lot of 1-drops, which synergize pretty well with our Plunder effects. We also run power cards from all our factions, regions, so like Elixir of Iron, stuff like that. So yeah, this is pretty much more into the aggressive side of the deck. Looking at the curve, we see that it is pretty much smooth and aggressive, but it is also important to have a lot of finishers as well, because yeah, how can I say it, in Singleton decks, you don't have the same consistency, of course, as I've said. So even if you want to run a lot of 1-drops, which mostly do the same thing, for example, you would run probably all Jagged Butcher because of the stats, but you just want a 1-drop in itself because you have something to play on turn 1 to get the Plunder as soon as turn 1. So that for the same reason you run Precious Pet, for example, which most of the times is not run at all in a Sejuani Gangplank, both because it is not 3-region and both because there are probably better options for it, as well as, for example, the Home and Oak. It is probably not the best 1-drop at dealing that 1 point of damage at least to activate the Plunder. They are much better like Legend Saboteur or Plowing Cutthroat, which is most of the times run in those kind of decks, or as well the Quackshot Corsair. So you see, you have to have replacements, so even your aggressive strategy at most won't be as consistent as it will be, of course, when you can run 3 copies of the same overpowered card, or at least in that archetype or synergy. So for that reason, you need to have at least some kind of value, even in an aggressive deck. And so that's why we're running Captain Pharaoh, Reptile Rex, the Tusk Raider to get your Sejuani more consistently, as well as the Dreadway to get the Gangplank more consistently. And also some cards that don't really, they don't synergize at all with this strategy. For example, Trundle. But Trundle is a very, very strong card on its own, so a power card and a value card, which we simply can't overlook and don't play in a value-driven meta. So yeah, that's it for the first deck. Let's also, probably the matchup, the matchup guides, I mean, go aggressive, try to get your value pieces as soon as possible, and really, the Singleton meta is kind of so strange that there really are not a matchup guide, so yeah, we're gonna be skipping this today, and let's take a look at the second deck instead. So yeah, instead for the second deck, we are going more towards the control aspect of the decks that you could possibly run. So we are having Soraka, Tam Kench, Leona, Twisted Fate, and Trundle, as well as, of course, Aurelion Soul. We also have got some finishers, like War Mother Skulls and the Howling Abyss, which is pretty insane in a pretty random game mode, if you think about it. Having a Howling Abyss most of the times means that you can win. It is simply a secondary Murmur Skull, if you think about it, in this kind of slow and pretty much random game mode. So yeah, well, I won't be going card by card, but keep in mind that this is a very, very value control-driven deck. We also run a copy of Divergent Paths, which basically means that we have a second copy, at least in terms of consistency, or on how much odds there are to draw our Diaboling Abyss, of course by paying 3 more mana. And so yeah, you have a lot of stuff going on. You can Soraka, so to draw more consistently. You can Twisted Fate. If this levels up, it's pretty much insane. You have ways to protect it with Bastion and Altar Protection, for example, as well as probably... Don't remember every card that I put here, but after all, Chant, you have a lot of health-based buffs to keep alive the Twisted Fate, as well as running the Daybreak package for Leona, which can help a lot, because the Daybreak package is already quite valuable by itself, even if you don't get Leona, so that's why we are running... if you're running Targon in a singleton, you're probably running Daybreak. So yeah, you also have ways to deal with your Leona aggression, with stuff like Avalanche, Broadback Protector, and Icewick. So I'm not quite sure which of those two decks is the best, but they are probably, in my opinion, all very, very like consistent in this kind of meta. So with that said, let's take a look at some games, first with the first deck and then with the second deck, showcasing those decks, and then let's hope that we get to 7 wins. Maybe I will also edit the 7 win if I get it, so yeah, wish me luck. Okay guys, so we are up against an only Demacia and Noxus. Also I did notice something, which is that you can't change deck once you are in a gauntlet, so I'm kinda regretting this already. But yeah, they were both pretty strong, so let's hope that this doesn't hurt us too much. So yeah, I like a lot the Trundle in the opener, and probably the Captain Farron as well as the Zapspring are a bit too much. In this kind of deck, we have a lot of 1-drops and then 2-drops, so probably even keeping Iron Ballista could be the wrong option here, even since we are also attacking on turn 2, so it is very, very important to get at least a 2-drop. So yeah, I'm also probably mulliganing away the Iron Ballista, but yeah, the Trundle, as well as all the other champions basically, for example also the Tahm Kench is very, very strong, they're probably worth keeping.
No one's the wiser.
So now we have to decide if we want to open attack or not. We are probably not open attacking because we are expecting his biggest threat, which is a Lucan. So if he plays a Lucan, he doesn't want to block here, or yeah, he doesn't have anything at all. So yeah, you see also that with this low amount of synergy, being an aggro deck can lead to some scenarios like this one, like winning very, very, very fast. So you see here we can also go for Jagged Butcher with Warning Shot. It is pretty important to do that because we get more activation for the Plunders for Sejuani and Gangplank. Yeah, he's not attacking. So yeah, here we can open attack pretty much. Yeah, because we don't really want to develop into a Tahm Kench. Yeah, he's going for that. But then this means that it is dead to a 1-1. So he can't attack with it even more. Now we deal also 5 damage, so he's already at 7. I don't know if I want to go for Tahm Kench or Omen Oak. This may seem strange.
You're covered.
But yeah, we're probably going for the Tahm Kench. The ability to remove, even if it is just like not temporary, not permanently, but temporary. With this kind of deck is very, very strong. So yeah, this turn we're probably going Trundle. We can take the damage from Garen, but we might as well block it with a 1-1. No, what I'm saying. Yeah, we just take the damage. And then we should consider if we want to unacquire Taste It or not. Which is probably a risky move. So yeah, I'm probably taking the damage. And we are probably playing it safe by going like this. Then if he has a strike, for example, yeah, he could have killed my Tahm Kench. But it didn't really matter a lot.
Oh, I don't require a menu.
So here's the thing, we can even chill until we can basically win off of Trundle. But it's probably a bit too slow. I could even pass here, you know, because we don't really have a strong play here. And if he passes, then we gain 3 more mana, which he is wasting, basically. So let's see what he does first. Let's give him priority. Okay, yeah, he's passing it. So we're pretty happy about this. We get 1 more turn closer to when we go off with Ice Pillar, as well as Captain Pharaon, which is very, very strong. So yeah, now we can't really chill, so we probably play Avaros and Trapper. And then we Omen Oak, so that the 6/6 Yeti will be quite strong against Garen. Okay, so now Garen is leveling up, so next turn is going to have the open attack. We need to block this, unfortunately, with Trundle. We can't really not do that. So even a little buff can remove our Trundle, which is not that that bad. So this is also overwhelmed, so there is not really a point in trying to remove it. So yeah, let's go for Trundle. This probably gets removed if he has a Might, for example, a single combat. Yeah, but yeah, at least we did like block the damage.
I will not falter! My king!
Okay, so now this is a 9 attack, but yeah, next turn when he is going to rally, this is going to be 6. But yeah, he can still, yeah, so this is a 9 attack. And we need to sacrifice, or he could even remove the Ice Pillar, which is kind of interesting. It's probably better to get blockers now. There is not really much of a point in going for Riot Gun as well. So you probably want to get answers. So yeah, the Dreadway, yeah, a bit slow.
The world awaits. Forward.
Legion Drummer, so yeah, let's get the buffs going. We could try to an Acquired Taste. Because yeah, there is nothing really that punishes us. So let's probably remove the quick attack one. But now this is very, very vulnerable.
Come on in.
Okay, so now we probably have to go for Captain Pharaon, so that we can block Garen pretty efficiently, and then we just decimate him out of the board, basically. Pretty unfortunate that we can't go for the Ice Pillar, or we could, because we just care about not taking too much damage from these. But yeah, this is vulnerable, so you can like challenge it with these, and we don't have anything else with that much health to be able to block Garen. So yeah, we have to go for Captain Pharaon. Remembrance, okay, this won't help him a lot. And so, yeah, we could even pass. What is the punish here for attacking? Yeah, because, no, we can't. Because, for example, if he blocks with these, then this goes at 3. And then when this gets +3 attack, as well as the overwhelm, then we take 6 damage, basically. So yeah, we have to pass here. And if he attacks, we have to trade with Captain Pharaon. Pretty unlucky that we don't have a way to remove Cat of the Arm, actually. Because next turn is going to get the attack back. Okay, so yeah, that was a huge misplay from him. He should have attacked because I had to block the Garen. And now he's pretty much dead to double decimate. He is developing into his attack. There is not really a punish here for playing the range and Yeti. And we do get at least the blocker for Cat of the Arm. And I probably like this more even before the Ice Pillar. Yeah, we could have gone for the Dreadway, but I like to have more mana to be reactive, and also we can still burn him out this turn. So that's even more important. Okay, now we have to watch out for stuff like Rally, like a Relentless Pursuit, stuff like that. So yeah, now we could even consider going for these. What is the punish here? Probably nothing. Then yeah, we take value trades. And we have to sacrifice the Tamkench, unfortunately. So what could, yeah, Willing Death. This will die. But yeah, probably the only thing that we should worry about is Relentless Pursuit. So now, doing this, we are dead to a Relentless Pursuit. But we can't really block more efficiently than that. So yeah, we have to take the risk, basically. Let's take this block. If he has a Relentless Pursuit, we are dead. Riposte. Okay. Yeah, that was also a punish. Well played. Okay, so our game didn't go quite as well. Also, side note, I mentioned it that this is the badge from a master. Instead, his was one from gold. So yeah, that was the basically, how can I say it, the confirmation that I am indeed a master. But yes, so this seems like a slower deck, very very slow. And also I don't know why they are not going for the tri-region, since we have the possibility. But yeah, still, I always like to have champions on our opener. But yeah, we also do get the Crackshot Corsair, which is kinda nice.
Let's get him, crew.
So he's probably into a slower deck, so if we do get a 2-drop, we can probably play it, which we don't get. So yeah, we just go for the open attack and pass here. Also, a quick mention that Bubbling Jurg will, most of the times, actually draw our Sejuani or Gangplank or the Task Raider and very strong stuff, basically. Which is probably a tutor for your finishers. Yeah, that would have been much better last turn.
Fight or die.
Okay, now we can go for Fortune Croaker. Because I really want to have a 2-attack to block these. But the Petty Officer will also block the Stabilizer. So I'm going to take the risk here, and of course we don't get the 2-attack drop. So yeah, if he's going for this, this means that he probably has a trick. And then we should probably... But yeah, he's going to use that at some point anyway. So what is the punish here? If he has an Elixir of Iron or a Troll Chant, basically. So yeah, at least these will get some damage if it is an Elixir of Iron or stuff like that. And we can't really do much about this. So yeah, let's take the damage. Okay, Elixir of Iron. So at least this is taking 1 damage. Which could matter if, for example, we remove these Twisted Fate. Prowling Cutthroat. So I probably want to go wide here. We go for Plucky Poro and Fortune Croaker to basically don't get the damage on our board. Then we probably sacrifice one of our Poros, or we attack with the Prowling Cutthroat to get the Plunder, so that we start working on our Sejuani. Okay, he's passing here. Interesting. Yeah, we first go for Fortune Croaker. Get more options. He probably has an Avalanche, which could hurt us quite a lot. So I'm probably going for the attack now, and then I'm passing. Because, I don't know, I have a feeling that he has an avalanche. If he goes for it now, we are quite happy, because he's removing 2 threats for us, basically. We don't really have a good blockers to them yet. Okay, he's passing. So yeah, since we also got the Sejuani on hand, and we will draw eventually a Gangplank with the Dreadway, it is very important to get the plunders as many times as possible. Yep. Now, looking back at this, we could have attacked with the Fortune Crocker. At least he would have had to sacrifice one of his stuff. Yeah, let's pass here.
Knocked and ready.
Icevale Charger. See, now we could go for Twisted Fate, because this will die basically, as well as getting an additional plunder, which is probably our game plan here. Of course, the deck is built for that, so.
I'm a people person.
Leave nothing standing.
Okay, so this probably tells us that he has something else, but yeah, we just sacrifice a Lucky Poro. Nothing really here. He could probably also have an Avalanche, so that he's trying to get as much damage as possible. Okay, Flash Freeze. So he doesn't have that Avalanche, I'm guessing.
This will be a good winter.
Okay, so we probably want to wait on the Sejuani, because now we can attack and get the Plunder effect, and then next turn we can also go for Imperial Demolitionist to get the last activation of Plunder that we need. So this turn we probably want to go for Zap Spray Fin, so that we get an elusive to start dealing cheap damage on him. But again, I'm quite scared about an Avalanche.
Gotta trust your
So
instincts.
we probably should first develop into something that is not in Avalanche range. So yeah, we also get a Task Rider. Unfortunately, we already have the Sejuani in hand. We could still have an Avalanche. And he did also develop an elusive, which, so yeah, now it's probably bad to go for Prowling Cutthroat. So yeah, we need to attack to get the Plunder from Crackshot.
Fly away while you can.
So yeah, he's sacrificing the Starlit Seer, but I'm probably expecting a Throat Chant. Okay, Fear of the North. Even stronger.
Blessed by snow and stars. Heed my words.
But so yeah, now Sejuani is very close to level up. Next turn actually we will do that. Let's probably go for Prowling Cutthroat. At least we develop a blocker for the Yusari, which could matter. So yeah, even if we can activate the Task Raider without getting the Sejuani, of course it is very strong, which we actually can do. So this turn we are probably going for Imperial Demolitionist into Zap Spray Fin, maybe? But yeah, we want first to remove our spell mana, but we don't really have a lot of spells in this deck. And that's also a reason why we're running Zap Spray Fin, to get more consistently our Noxian Fervor, stuff like that, make it rain. So yeah, he's taking his time. This is pretty scary. We do have blockers for like the non-elusive stuff, but we do need to get more blockers for the elusives. Yeah, we also get that sand, which is very strong against his attack right now. If we did have a Dreadway deckhand, then this could die, so I'm probably waiting on this. We probably also don't want to take the damage from these. And yeah, we kinda have to sacrifice the Crackshot Corsair. But so yeah, now we go for Dreadway deckhand. You know what? I probably like the Crackshot Corsair dealing the damage that Sejuani needs to freeze the board. So I'm probably sacrificing this here, and we go for this. Because we don't really need to remove the Yusari, because next turn this will be a 4-3. We'll return to that. So yeah, I kinda want to go for this. And yeah, he stopped out, so... And now I probably want to go for another Rose Trapper, just because of the eye roll potential of getting the IC80 right now. Misfortune as well, quite strong. But yeah, this turn we go for Sejuani, we are going to remove the Yusari.
I was forged by winter, carved from the savage cold.
So yeah, you see, even though this is a Singleton deck, we still managed to get a Sejuani and Gangplank leveled up by turn 8, which is nothing to laugh at.
This would be a good
So now everything is going to be froze, thanks to Crackshot Corsair. So... we probably want to Crackshot Corsair here. Or maybe not, you know what, we are removing the Yusai right now, because we don't want the Challenger to do some bad stuff. And then yeah, we are attacking also with these. Because everything is going to be frozen anyway. Thanks to Crackshot, which is a very strong combo. You know, having a Crackshot or a Misfortune also helps for that. Basically, Misfortune here is a secondary Crackshot.
Best not ruffle our feathers.
Okay, Concussive Palm is shielding his
Blessed by snow
Yusari.
and stars.
So yeah, next turn we can still freeze everything with an Imperial Demolitionist, so we are keeping Hair for that reason, but we can develop a Dreadway deck, and unfortunately we will probably have to sacrifice Hair to play the Imperial Demolitionist and then freeze everything, but it is probably worth it. Yeti as well. Oh, by the way, the Twisted Fate is actually 6 out of 8, so if we manage to level up the Twisted Fate, that would be pretty insane. We could also go for a Dreadway to get also the Gangplank, but in this turn we probably have to remove his aggressiveness, basically. So that's why I like more opening with Imperial Demolitionist. So he's taking his time. But yeah, I guess it's understandable when you are in a bad spot. What could he have that breaks us, basically? Nothing really. Even if he has some of his win conditions. So yeah, a bit of lag there, but yeah, I was saying, even if he has some of his win conditions here... Moon and Dusk. Okay, interesting. So he's going for a board wipe here. Yeah, sorry for the lag here. But yeah, this is actually a dead move for him. Because now we can basically freeze his board. And this is a good game. This is very, very strong. We basically won the game here. That was a big, too much of a commitment here. I think this time, I don't know if he did rage quit. Yeah, insanely strong. Sejuani leveled up is insane. And now, yeah, we can also go for Miss Fortune just to flex. Yeah, he's quite DMing us, but you know, different people, different tastes.
Together again, huh?
And this Fate is going to level up? Not yet, but we could do that with Dreadway. Yeah, next turn. So we are opening with that Dreadway.
These stories were true.
So that Twisted Fate levels up as well. Wait, okay, we did got the Gangplank here. So yeah, let's just play him.
Your king has returned.
Unfortunately, we couldn't flick the Twisted Fate as well because both our champions are already in play instead of Aegis. There is nothing really here that kills us. Probably an Ice Quake, but yeah, still Sejuani and the Gangplank will remain on board.
You've concerns, do ya?
I think it's time. I don't know if you really can do anything about this board. Probably not. Probably quit? No? Okay. Sad? Yeah. This won't do anything.
The shadows command.
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
It's okay, it's always important, remember this, to attack first with the skill that you want to activate last, but I mean first in the stack. So basically, yeah, as you can see, first, okay, this is a quite strange order here. Because although the Crackshot Corsair attacked last, the Love Tap is still first. So yeah, quite interesting the order here. To actually get it right. Yeah, there is no way that he can deal with these. Oh, this is okay, so it's here. Oh, that was the only other unit in his deck that actually got all those buffs. Interesting. Yeah, as you can see,
Fly away
can't
while
really
you
do
can.
anything. Yeah, okay. This will nuke our board, but
Blessed by snow and stars.
so yeah, good game, man. Well played. So yeah, guys, sorry about not showcasing the second deck, but yeah, as you saw, I didn't know that you couldn't swap decks when you were into a gauntlet. Probably I was a bit more confident with the pick and ban, where actually even there you can't really swap the 3 decks between them. But you know, you can play with multiple decks, so I was pretty confident that I could bring 2 different decks. But so yeah, we did see at least the first one. Let me know in the comments if you want to see also a showcase of the second one, maybe in a friendly match against, or even in another gauntlet. If I end up getting to 7 wins with this one, I will let you know in the comments if I do. And so yeah, as you saw, a pretty consistent deck. We did manage to still get the Sejuani and Gangplank to level up, even in a Singleton deck, but which is very dedicated to that synergy and strategy. Which probably feels like the best one, as I said, but even the second one is also very, very consistent. Yeah, the first one is because, you know, you can aggro, but then you have also the value to end the game, as you saw, for like Sejuani, with Sejuani and Gangplank, as well as other threats like the Taskbringer, Captain Pharaon for the final burn, and a lot of other finishers. So yeah, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. I'm a master tier player, suggesting new decks, deck guides, and also showcasing gameplay at master tier level when I will rank up to that tier, because we just got reset recently. And yeah, also please leave a like and a comment down below saying what you did like about this video, and also please consider entering my Discord server so that we can chat more freely about whatever you want. The community here there is quite fantastic. Thank you to all my Discord users. I don't know how to say that. But so yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it and find it useful. And as always, see ya!